consider ratios, difference between problems. We will look at two methods, the proportional equation method and the multiply by x method. First example, the ratio of John's age to Mary's age is 7:5. If John is 12 years older than Mary, how old is each person? First, the proportional equation method, we follow these three steps. Step 1, write the ratio and the algebraic ratio. So we have John to Mary. Their ratio is 7:5. Now, they tell us that if John is 12 years older than Mary, Mary is the smaller quantity, she is x, and if John is 12 years older, he is x plus 12. Step 2, create the proportional equation. Our black ratio is 7/5, which is equal to blue ratio x plus 12 over x. Now we can cross multiply. So we get the following. 7 times x is 7x equal to 5 brackets x plus 12. Multiply those brackets, we get 5x and then plus 60. We subtract 5x on both sides. On the left we have 2x, 5x is cancelled on the right, and we get 2x equal to 60. Coefficient of x is 2, we divide by 2 on both sides. 2's cancel, x comes down, and 60 divided by 2 is 30. Now we look back in our original ratios, and we see Mary is x, so we know that Mary is 30. And we see John is x plus 12, that is 30 plus 12, so John is 42. So our second method, the multiply by x method, we'll follow these three steps. We have John and Mary. Step 1, multiply both ratio quantities by x. The x terms represent the values to be found. So we have 7x to 5x. So 7x represents John's age, 5x represents Mary's age. Step 2, create an equation and solve for x. Now they tell us John is 12 years older than Mary. That means John, who is 7x, is 5x plus 12 years old. We subtract 5x on both sides. On the left we have 2x, 5x cancels, 12 comes down. Coefficient of x is 2, we divide by 2 on both sides. 2's cancel, x comes down, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now we know that x is 6, so to get John's age, we do 7 multiplied by x, 7 multiplied by 6, which is 42. And to get Mary's age, we do 5 multiplied by 6, which is 30. And we have our answers, 42 and 30. Second example, the ratio of the number of boys to girls in a class is 4:5. There are 6 more girls than boys. How many students are in the class? So first we will do our proportional equation method following these three steps. We have our ratio boys to girls, which is 4:5. The algebraic ratio, we have 6 more girls than boys. So boys is less, that is x, and 6 more girls will be x plus 6. Step 2, create the proportional equation. We have our black ratio 4:5, we can express as 4/5, and that is equal to x over x plus 6. Step 3, cross multiply and solve for x. So 5 times x is 5x, and that is equal to 4 multiplied by x plus 6. So 5x is equal to 4x plus 24. We subtract 4x on both sides. On the left we have 5x minus 4x, which is x. The 4x cancels with the negative 4x, and that will equal 24. So we look back at our original algebraic ratio, and we can work out the boys. Boys was x, which is 24. Girls was x plus 6, so 24 plus 6, which is 30. The total would be 54 students. Our second method, the multiply by x method, we follow these three steps. Our ratio is 4:5, and we multiply both quantities by x. Step 2, create an equation and solve for x. We are told there are 6 more girls than boys. The girls, which is 5x, is the boys, 4x plus 6. We subtract 4x on both sides. On the left, 5x minus 4x is x. The 4x cancels with that 4x, and x is equal to 6. Our original equation, we have the boys is 4x and the girls is 5x. Let's work those out. Boys is 4 multiplied by 6, which will give us 24. And the girls is 5 multiplied by 6, which will give us 30. Of course, we would add those together for the total and get 54. Progress check. Have a go yourself, then check your answers with mine. The ratio of boys to girls in a classroom is 5 to 4. If there are 9 more boys than girls, how many students are in the classroom? So for this question, I will model the proportional equation method. They tell us there are 9 more boys than girls. The smaller quantity is girls, that will be x. There are 9 more boys, we add 9 to x for the boys. Now we set up the proportional equation. Our black ratio 5 to 4 we can express as a fraction 5 over 4. That is equal to blue ratio expressed as a fraction x plus 9 over x. We cross multiply. We multiply out the brackets, 4x plus 36. We subtract 4x on both sides. On the left we have x equal to, the 4x's cancel, 36. So solving for the boys and the girls. If we look back at our algebraic ratio, the girls are x. There are 36 girls. The boys are x plus 9. So we add 9 to 36 for the boys. 9 plus 36 is 45. And our total, we sum the boys and the girls and we get a total of 81. And that is our final answer. Second question. In a bag of marbles, the ratio of red marbles to blue marbles to green marbles is 3 to 4 to 5. If there are 14 more green marbles than red marbles, how many marbles of each color are in the bag? In this question, I will model the multiply by x method. So we have our ratio, red to blue to green. In the multiply by x method, I multiply all quantities in the ratio by x. Now we create our equation. They tell us there are 14 more green marbles than red marbles. We can say green, which is 5x, is 14 more than red. Well, red was 3x, and 14 more than 3x is 3x plus 14. Now we solve our equation. We subtract 3x on both sides. On the left we have 2x, 3x cancels, and we have 14. The coefficient of x is 2. We divide by 2 on both sides. 2's cancel, x comes down, and we get 7. Now we can solve for each color. Our red was 3x, 3 multiplied by x, which is 7, so we get 21. Our blue was 4x, so 4 multiplied by 7, which is 28. And our green was 5x, 5 multiplied by 7, which is 35. And there we have our totals for each color. Our last question. The ratio of members in Team A to Team B is 2 to 3. After adding 12 members to Team A, the ratio becomes 10 to 9. How many members were initially in each team? So we start off with our A to B ratio, and in this case I'm going to multiply those ratio values by x. Now the second piece of information, they tell us after adding 12 members to Team A, so we add 12 to Team A, and B there was no change, the ratio becomes 10 to 9. So that ratio is equivalent to 10 to 9. How many members were initially in each team? So we can now use the proportional equation method. So creating our proportional equation, our black ratio 2x plus 12 over 3x is equal to our blue ratio 10 over 9. So we cross multiply. 3x multiplied by 10 is 30x, and that is equal to 9 multiplied by 2x plus 12. So we have 30x is equal to 18x plus 9 times 12 is 108. We subtract 18x on both sides. On the left we have 12x equal to, the 18x's cancel, and we have 108. We divide by 12 on both sides. The 12's cancel, x comes down, x is equal to 9. So for Team A, we have 2 multiplied by x, which is 9, and that will give us 18. Team B in green, 3x, 3 multiplied by x, which is 9, and we get 27. And there we have our two final answers, A, 18, B, 27. Hey guys, this is Casey at Onetree. If you like the content, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like some online tutoring, please email me at onetreemath@gmail.com. Cheers.